Building wealth is about small daily decisions and habits that you make over a long period of time. I'm Jay Lieberman. Welcome into the Real Estate Minute Show and Lieberman Realty Group. I help people build wealth over time. And one of the largest issues we run into is patience. A lot of people just don't want to wait. Put that aside for a second. The second largest issue is the decisions that need to be made on a daily basis. Tiny little decisions that might seem insignificant. Most people don't think about these small things. Most people don't want to make these small little tiny lifestyle choices. When I teach this class, I always talk about how Starbucks destroys the dream of owning a home one day, which is true. If you're buying Frappuccinos every day, you're not going to be able to afford a home. And speaking of coffee, I have one of those tiny little habits that I want to talk about right now and show you the numbers behind it. Now, it might seem like I'm being super retentive here, but these are the decisions you need to make. So I drink coffee, I drink tea, kind of in equal amounts. So we have a Keurig machine. One of my daughters has an espresso machine. And you spend so much money on these K cups, right? You buy a box of 12. Is it Pete's coffee? Is it Starbucks coffee? I mean, you can get Dunkin' Donuts. The mix you buy at Costco, that big box, it's like a mix of different K cups. Some genius came out with this. This is this tiny little stainless steel K cup, and they make it for the Nespresso machine as well. And it's reusable. You open it up, it's got a little filter inside, got a little top, little thing, pop your coffee in it, you stick it in the machine, wash it out, reuse it. Insane. It puts the K cup market out of business. I don't even know how they're still in business. So what I'm going to do is this is one of the tiny little decisions I'm talking about. You're going to laugh at me. And if you're laughing at me, that means one of two things. One is you're not willing to face the tiny little decisions, or two, you didn't know about it and you're laughing because you're kind of embarrassed. I did the same thing. But I'm going to show you the numbers right now.
This is what it takes to build wealth. It's hard work. It doesn't happen overnight. When somebody says it's hard work to build wealth, these are the hard little decisions you got to make in the analysis of each one. Now, you don't need to prepare sheets like this, but you can just do it. I'm doing this just for you, but you can just do it in your head or on a calculator. Since we're talking about coffee, I think we need to know the kind of like this particular market, something to look at, is that Drive Research found that 75% of Americans drink coffee every day. And about half of them drink 3 cups or more, which is pretty shocking, right? And 2 in 3 Americans that drink coffee, which is 3/4 of this country that actually drinks coffee, 2/3 of them make coffee at home every day. Huge market, right? So that's why the K cup market is such a big market. So here's I got 3 different options for you on how you buy your coffee. And these are the decisions you're going to have to make. And this is the wealth that's created by making these decisions. The small habits to creating wealth. Okay. Let's say you buy at a coffee shop. I'm talking Starbucks, I'm talking Dunkin', whatever it is. And that the average is 3 cups a day in America. That's the average cups of coffee people drink. And cost per cup of coffee at a coffee shop averages about $3. Cost per day then is 3 cups at $3 is $9. Every year you're spending $3,285 on coffee. Okay. Let's say you do K cups instead. You say, I'm going to save money. And you do. You're going to save a lot of money. Cups per day, same, 3. The average K cup cost, and it depends on whether you're buying, or for an espresso, I'm including here too. It's if you're buying stuff that's a super cheap junk, or you're buying this super high-end stuff. I've seen stuff from at 26 or 25 cents each up to $1.50 per K cup. Okay. I'm averaging at about 50 cents. That's what it is. If you buy Costco and you buy those huge packs, this is what it kind of ends up being. 40 to 50 cents. So I picked 50 cents. So it's about $1.50 a day versus $9 a day. That's $547.50 every year. Saved a ton of money just by going K cups at home. Now let's say you do my little reusable stainless thing that I just found. So cups per day, 3, same. The cost to buy a K cup. Now this is an additional line item that's not in these because I have to actually buy this metal stainless thing, right? They're $7 a piece. You can get cheaper. You can get them for $4 a piece. I bought kind of a mid-range one that would last a little longer. They say it lasts about 6 months. So I have $7, $7.50 actually it costs, 2 times a year. So every year it's costing me $15 to buy one of these every 6 months. The cost per K cup to fill it up with coffee itself, I'm being super lenient here, 20 cents. It's pretty much like 2 scoops of coffee from like a Folger, whatever coffee you buy. And it depends on what coffee you buy. It can be down as a nickel or as high as, 30 cents. I picked 20. So in order to do the K cup situation, and it's, by the way, that's every day is 60 cents now because it's 3 times 20 cents. This every day, 60 cents a day. I'm 3 cups of coffee now with my disposable little stainless guy here. Buying 2 of them a year for $15 is now $234 a year that I'm spending. So you can see if I go from coffee shop all the way down to this reusable stainless guy, I'm saving $3,000 a year just on coffee. Here's the wealth building analysis, and this is just a 5-year analysis. Bump this up to 30 years if you really want to see something special. But this is the 3 differences I came up with on building wealth. The decisions, the small habit decisions you can make, and the impact of what they do to your wealth. Let's say instead of going to a coffee shop, you buy the disposable K-cups like we all did, like I was doing for years, or at Costco, etc. So coffee shop cost is $32.85. The disposables is $547. My savings every year is $2,700. Now, if I save that $2,700 every year for 5 years, and I put it into an investment that's making me 5% a year, it's after 5 years, the value of that decision is going to be $18,500. That's real money, you guys. That's money to be used to buy a house, to put down. Okay, the average savings in America right now is $3,100 in their accounts because of inflation. Let's say the second decision is even more gigantic. So you instead of going to the coffee shops, you use my little stainless steel, here it is, reusable stainless steel coffee K-cup. $32.85, same cost per year. Now I'm down to the $234 where I'm at right now. A year, my savings is over $3,000 a year. If I do the same over 5 years, I save that every year at 5% return investment, which is fine, stick it in a CD. It's over $20,000. Okay? If I just make the simple decision, let's say I'm a K-cup person already. I stopped going to Starbucks. It's way too much. I can't afford it. And you just want to make the simple decision of going from the disposables to the reusable ones like I have here, $2,100. These are the small decisions. You do this kind of decision 10, 20, 30 times, we're talking real dollars. Now you can kind of see like what impact this little thing has. And I gotta tell you, this gets really fun over time. Once you find, these little things in your lifestyle, you add them up over time. It's so fun to create a schedule like I just did. And I know that seems really analytical over at coffee, But again, if you're not making decisions like these, you don't want to build wealth. A lot of people don't. A lot of people would just go paycheck to paycheck and they're fine over time and they live fantastic lives. That's great. The people that want to build real wealth, the people that want to build sustainable wealth for security later on as you get older, to support your kids, legacy to pass on to their kids and their grandkids, that kind of stuff. Thinking outside your own skin for a second, these are the decisions that you need to make. And it gets, like I said, a lot of fun. Then it becomes like a hunt. It's like buried treasure. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. We'll see you next week on the Real Estate Minute Show. Thanks for tuning in today.